Hello guys, my name is Sam and welcome back to SWTOR Central, the central for everything and anything Star Wars The Old Republic. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about something a little different from my usual type of video. Now, a problem that is often come across by the new player or casual player is finding something to do in game with other players. Usually the result is them having to join a guild so that they can join some in-game events rather than having to go with just some random pug groups on the fleet. However, in this video I have an alternate solution. So there is a developer out there by the name of Baps who has created an application for Star Wars The Old Republic which is called Group Finder for Star Wars The Old Republic. In fact, I'm going to switch to this app on screen for you. Now, since I'm talking about an application, I just want to clear up straight away that this isn't some kind of paid promotion type thing, because I know some people are going to think that. This is just not the case at all. Somebody reached out to me about this application, I checked it out, I think it's cool, so I want to promote it for them. And honestly, I think if you guys were to give this some attention, then it could go a pretty long way. Now, I know that some of you are already going to be pretty put off by this just being an application on your mobile phone. However, I'm going to show you the ins and outs of this application, what you can do, what you can achieve with this, and how it can really help you, especially with your guild. So this application is available for download on Android OS and Apple iOS, with the biggest part about this being that the application is free. Bearing in mind here that some websites like engine.com, where you can schedule your raids, do require a monthly subscription. Yes, those websites have lots of cool features and other advantages, but this cool little application fits the bill for creating groups and bringing people together in this community who would not have found each other otherwise. So as you can see, this is the application on screen. I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. Now, the first page that you're going to see here is my profile. Now, something I should mention really quick is that you can sign into this application just using your Google account, so that's going to be very handy for you. Now, here on my profile, you can see a few of my different characters. You can add them yourself by clicking on the plus icon in the bottom right, going through the information on screen and just inserting whatever is relevant, your name, your level, your faction, your class, and your role. And then obviously you just click save, and then it's going to pin it to your profile so you can add it to a group later on. Now, if you go over to settings, you're going to be able to change which notifications you want to see. So for which servers that you play on. So if you play on multiple servers, then you can check the boxes for those. As for me, I only play on the Red Eclipse at the moment, so I've only got that box checked. So if any groups are being made for the Red Eclipse, I can see them as a notification on my phone. The one below servers is going to be group types. Now, this is going to allow me to choose which type of group types I want to see as a notification. So if I'm not interested in Warzones, then I can uncheck it, or if I'm not interested in other groups, then I can uncheck it. Now, notice that it actually does have the category other groups. So if you're not doing something which isn't already in the game, so if you want to plan something like an RP event or an open world PvP event, and you can go ahead and do that by checking on other groups or just making a group which is in the category other groups. And at the bottom here we have chat, which is going to allow you to select the chat rooms for which you will receive notifications. So obviously at the top here we have support and admin. I would recommend keeping that checked. And all of the other chats that you can see here are basically just going to be server based, so that you can have a chat for your server. It's pretty much just going to be like the general chat in game, but it's going to be on this app instead, so you can talk to other players. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is go over to guilds, and this is really cool. So if you're a guild leader, or if you own a guild, whatever, and you're running raid events, then this is going to be really handy for you. So already, if you look through here, there's some guilds already been made. So if you're part of one of these guilds, then make sure you go ahead and join it. As for me, I have my own guild which is called Swtorfamily, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump into that. And as you can see, I have scheduled an operation 8-man Gods from the Machine, the Red Eclipse, on the Empire faction, which currently has 7 places remaining. Now, I only made this as an example, and I'll show you exactly how to do this in just a second. But from here you can see who is participating, and it's going to show you exactly what they are bringing, which role, and their character name. You can also see that there is me participating here at the bottom right. It says you're already waiting for a group, and in the left here it says display. So I can go ahead and look at all of the information for this event that's going on. So I can see here that it's happening on the Red Eclipse, and it's going to be Gods from the Machine, and it's going to be in veteran mode. It's also going to tell me the date, the time, the faction, and the level required, and any comments that you can leave here. So if you made the group, you can leave a comment. I put mine as Discord required. Now, if you're just setting this up for your guild or whatever, I suppose you could actually leave your Discord link in there. That would be really cool. Definitely very handy. Now, if we just scroll to the right from here in the SWTOR family, which is my guild, we can see that there is actually a chat function, so you can chat to members of your guild in this application without actually being in game. Now I know there is other sources such as Discord, but if you're not using Discord or if you're just out about at work or whatever, you can just load up this pretty quick and nifty app and just talk about the next raid event and see who's going, blah 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 blah. And then if you scroll over to the right again, you can see members. Now at the top here you'll also see pending, because I'm going to have to approve members who want to join this guild. So obviously I'm going to only let my guildies join. Obviously I'm in there as well, so you know, I'm the only person in here currently, so if I just click on that, it's going to show me SWTOR Central and all of the characters that I earn in that guild. And then if I go back, I can go to find a group. Now notice there is two here. Find a group for French and find a group for English. I imagine more languages will be added eventually, but this app is still pretty new and is still working out a lot of things, so give them time and hopefully your language will soon be added. But for now we only have French and English. So if we just go ahead into English, we can see that there is a bunch of categories that you can look for different groups. Now the cool thing about this find a group thing is going to be that you don't need to be in a guild to join one of these groups. These are just public groups that people have made who want you to join, because they're going to be, you know, fun events and they need people to join and go and do a raid, clear a boss, do some flashpoints, do some war zones. So if you're a casual player and you're not in a guild, this is going to be perfect for you. Or if you're having a rough time finding players who are online at the same time as you, again, this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. Now just because I want to show you, we're just going to scroll right here and we're going to create a group for Flashpoints and Uprisings. Now somebody has already recommended that the Flashpoints and Uprisings category is split into their own categories, which I believe would also be a good thing to do. So the first thing you can do here when adding a group or creating a group is the language. So you can choose English or French. I imagine most people will choose English. Server, you can go over to the Red Eclipse if you're playing on a Red Eclipse. The group type is obviously going to be Flashpoint and Uprisings because that's the category you entered for, and the destination is going to be Battle of Rishi, and it's going to be in Master Mode. And I'm going to set this for the 30th because on the 30th I'm not at work, so I want to do this Flashpoint on the 30th, and I want to do it not on the 21st, I said the 30th, there we go, and then I can set the time. So I want to do this at 7:30. because that is a perfect time for me to play Star Wars The Old Republic. So I can go ahead and set a time for that. I can go ahead and set which character I want to take, which is going to be Emperor, which is my assassin DPS. And then the level required, I'm going to set 50 to 70 because that is what you can use in a Master Mode Flashpoint. And then as comments, it's just going to say, hey, join now, because I'm very demanding. And I'm just going to click save at the top right. And here we go, group created. So I think I will have to refresh this. Oh, go back across. There we go, Flashpoints and Uprisings. There's currently 3 places remaining. We already have a damage dealer DPS. Now, if you used to go in the app now, then you would see this. But please do ignore it because it's just an example for you guys. So hopefully you guys are going to come and check out this app. Honestly, check it out for yourself. It's got a bunch of cool little features, and if you, like I said, you know, if you own a guild, if you run a guild, then this is going to be really good for you, especially when it comes to planning your raids or any in-game activity and having people sign up for it. And it's a way to do it for free as well. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I want to go back to the actual page where this is. So I'm just going to load this up. You're going to have to forgive my phone, it's really slow. Now you can see here that it's had 500 downloads. Now you know me guys, I like to go overboard, so let's try and at least double this number. I want at least 500 of you watching to try this out and let me know what you think. Or most importantly, let the developer know what you think. You can reach them on Twitter. I'll make sure I leave their handle in the description or the comment section, or you can leave a review on this application. Honestly, just come and try it out. Look at the review that it's got now, currently averaging at 4.7, which obviously means that it's doing something right. So yes, once again, hopefully you guys are going to come and check this out, leave a review or something. Other than that, I don't really have much more to say, so thank you all very much for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.